U.S. President Donald Trump on October 30th called the meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping an amazing meeting on board Air Force One, and said he had settled Beijing's export control on rare earth and tariffs on Chinese goods for fentanyl have been reduced by 10%. The meeting between Trump and Xi took place at the sidelines of the APEC summit at Gimhae Air Base in the South Korean city of Busan after Xi's arrival for the summit and lasted about an hour and 40 minutes. Xi said in his opening remarks that given our different national conditions, we do not always see eye to eye with each other, and it is normal for the two leading economies to have friction every now and then. Xi noted that since Trump's re-election in January, they've already spoken by phone 3 times, exchanged several letters, and stayed in close contact, adding that Sino-US relations have remained stable overall. I always believe that China's development goes hand in hand with your vision to make America great again. Our two countries are fully able to help each other succeed and prosper together, Xi told Trump. Trump said Xi has agreed to keep rare earth exports flowing to the world as part of a 1-year agreement, and said he expected it to be extended. All of the rare earth is settled, and that's for the world. This was a worldwide situation, and not just a US situation. There's no roadblock from China anymore. Beijing has significantly tightened rare earth export controls, seen by experts, as leverage in US trade negotiations. But Trump had countermeasures, and signed rare earth deals with Australia recently, as well as Southeast Asian countries, and Japan during his trip to the region in the last few days. China will purchase tremendous amounts of US soybeans and other farm products, starting immediately, Trump said. He said he will be reducing fentanyl tariffs imposed on China to 10% from 20%, with immediate effect bringing overall tariffs on Chinese goods to 47% from 57%. Trump added that it was agreed that Xi will work very hard to stop fentanyl. U.S. lawmakers said that Beijing has provided maximum rebates for the production of precursor chemicals of fentanyl, an illegal drug that causes tens of thousands of deaths a year. A readout from China's Commerce Ministry confirmed that China will pause its rare earth export controls for a year, pause countermeasures for a year relating to U.S. 301 investigation on China's compliance of the Phase 1 trade deal signed with Trump in 2020, and suspend shipbuilding measures against the U.S. for a year. The readout also said that both countries reached a consensus on fentanyl cooperation and will expand agriculture trade. Trump told reporters that he did not discuss Taiwan with Xi. Over the weekend, a group of Chinese H-6K bombers flew near self-ruled Taiwan to practice confrontation drills. Trump said he agreed to work together with Xi on Ukraine. Trump called on China to stop buying oil from Russia, which is funding its war against Ukraine during the UN General Assembly. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas had called on Beijing in July to immediately cease all material support that sustains Russia's military-industrial complex. Trump said he did not discuss the export restrictions on NVIDIA's state-of-art Blackwell AI chip or advanced chips that Beijing needs to modernize its military. U.S. lawmakers had opposed the sales of such chips due to national security risk. It was unclear if Trump raised the Chinese Communist Party's human rights abuses with Xi. Trump said he was going to speak to Xi about the release of Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai, who has been imprisoned since 2020 under Hong Kong's national security law, widely seen as a key part of Beijing's bid to erode the city's democracy and crack down on dissent. The Falun Dafa Information Center has urged Trump to raise the issue of the Chinese Communist Party's detention of practitioners of Falun Gong, a spiritual practice based on truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance, who have been subjected to torture, forced labor, and live organ harvesting.